Welcome everybody to my YouTube channel. This is going to be the first video. It's going to be a channel about crypto, everything crypto. It's going to be news in there. It's going to be technical analysis, market updates. We'll also be going over different protocols, different tokens, and tell you my opinion about it. Today the first video is going to be market analysis. I will be going over, going over the majors for now. Tell you a little bit about my view, some technical analysis, to give you some direction in where the market could be going. So we'll first start off with the king, of course, the king Bitcoin. And let's take a look at the charts and see where we're at the moment. Well, first of all, I zoomed out. Always very important to take a look before you zoom in. Always zoom out and see where we're going. And I think a lot of people noticed already this long-term pattern since 2021. I've seen it a lot on X already. And this is, of course, a major resistance from now. So we had here sort of a double top, and that became a trend line, especially on the weekly. You can see it very good. You see the closes, and then you see at this point now, there's no weekly close above it yet, which makes sense that this is sort of heavy resistance there, and it can take a while to get through. If we ever get through, that's of course remains the question to be there. Then at the same time, we also have a bull run support line. We have a clear trend here going on, an upwards trend. That's basically since started beginning of 2023. So that's something I've been eyeing for long-term decisions. So we have a clear upwards resistance and a clear trend line in there. So a little bit more for the shorter term. What can we expect? Where could it go? So we can certainly see a retest of this 94k, 92k area to get back to that trend line we have been on. So I would not worry if that's the case. Of course, it can be very heavy on alts. It is already very heavy on alts right now. I will definitely stay in the market as long as we keep that trend line, and I will redecide in case we really take a different market structure. Of course, these rising wedges usually are a bearish signal on major altcoins, but for Bitcoin, it can go either way. We did not have really a blow off top yet. A lot of top indicators have not been hit yet, so there's a good possibility we crack through here. So would certainly keep a resistance, keep an eye on this resistance. And once you get a clear break and you get this as a retest, that's a signal that risk is on, and that would be a very good sign, and you could see very quick movement in case that happens. So that's what I'm keeping an eye on for the longer term time frame. Now let's see a little bit the shorter time frame. We basically have a clear range here on Bitcoin. So I like to keep it simple in this regards. You have here the bottom of the range, who's been trading a lot here in the beginning of the year, and we obviously have a top range that we've been trying to break out yet. We got a little bit higher closes, but it's not a clear break yet. Also with the previous chart, we could still retest these lows here. I would not be too worried if that happens, but once you start to break down there, yeah, you can see further downside. So that's a little bit for the short term. Let's then look at some total caps. I have here the total tree chart, a very important one for myself, as I basically just holding altcoins at the moment, and I think for most of you guys as well. So this is a good one to keep an eye on. I draw some patterns on here since since basically the beginning. You see of 2023, and you see here that we're in a clear bull market, clear uptrends, although it doesn't look like it for every altcoin, of course. You can see the trend here. You see these patterns every time a breakout occurred. It led to a major impulse up. Here you had a bull flag as well, major impulse. Then you had this, it lasted basically almost a year, even like 9 months. Broadening wedge, a huge broadening wedge, and it was interesting to see. You had here this wick, and it was the start, and of course the event that happened 5 November, election of Trump, caused the major breakout here. Massive impulse, a lot of FOMO here, basically all green candles at once. And then we had the same pattern again. We had a downward wedge, which is almost most of the time it's really a bullish pattern. So that means you can go down for a long time, but once you break out, you see it here. We broke out. You had sort of a retest of this area of interest, and then you had an impulse move up again. Very similar patterns here on the chart. It's a very clear bullish continuation, then downwards pattern for a while, and then you have the breakout again. And now you see sort of, if you look on the shorter time frame on the daily, you see a similar pattern forming. It's a downward wedge. Here you have major support again from this area, but also from this top. And so here's clear. This is a clear, strong support channel, which hopefully and likely will hold. If this starts to break here, it does not look that great for structure wise. There's a good scenario. We get a bounce here, you go up here again, and then you get the breakout again, because that's what's been happening. That's the trend. So it's very likely scenario. And then you get the retest here of the top. That's what I would say. If we break out here, you probably get a retest of the January and December top here. So that would be great, of course. That would also mean that Bitcoin probably breaks out that several year resistance, and we could likely see even more upside. All right. So that's it for total tree. I think it's an important chart to take a look at. Of course, if you invested majorly in altcoins, you want to keep an eye on this. All right, then I will go over the majors real quick. I will keep it with Sol, ETH, and XRP today, and there will be plenty of more videos coming soon. I will also be going into smaller altcoins. I will be also taking on requests. So that's all coming up. But first, let's take a look at Solana. Of course, Solana direction is important for everybody who's investing in Solana ecosystem, and also it takes the direction of the meme coins. When liquidity flows back into Solana, you see the meme coin market return again. It's simply liquidity going from the higher cap flowing into the system, and it will get to the memes as well. So if you're in the trenches, Solana, you want want to be taking a look at to see where it's going. It's not too much exciting going on at the moment. We have a clear trend line up here. We also have a very strong support area around this area. It's 130, 125. You can see it's been trading a lot down here. And yeah, we went down once, but we claimed it again. So no surprises here if we get down here, but you really want to be seeing a bounce there, especially if you go the first time here and you don't get a bounce and you start trading under. It's not that great of a sign. So what could play out here? Good scenario is if you touch here, you sweep the liquidity, you go back up to the trend line, you go again, and then it starts to get tight, and then you get here the upside again. And yeah, that you can go all the way basically to 200, and you could retest the highs if we go from here. So that will be a good scenario. Yeah, so those are two things to watch: the support and see if we can clear the trend here. Then to Ethereum. Yeah, it's been quite volatile. I think everybody has seen it. Everybody was. I think a lot of people were caught by surprise by this downward move since December when we were at 4K. Everybody was really bullish. The Trump administration was bullish on ETH as well. Everybody thought, yeah, we're going to break highs and we're going to go a lot higher, but that was not the case. So we have a very clear trend line here that's been going on since 2022. We also have the support area here, and here's when you see that liquidation happened. And we still had a little bit of a bounce there, but then yeah, that long support line became resistance again. It became heavy resistance. We had this bounce, got rejected, and then we also went under here, and then we had this liquidation. Yeah, weeks out there. We also had a strong bounce, of course. These are the candles you want to see if you're in Ethereum. But again, this area is starting to yeah, became major resistance up here. So we got rejected, we touch again, and now it's starting to lose a little bit of strength. But yeah, it can go either way. You also see this trend line now forming, and yeah, it could turn into a little bit of a downward channel. Which would not be great. There's a scenario if you get a downward channel like this that you actually get a test, and it's yeah, this would mean like a major black swan if you get to there, which could be a possibility. But for now, you have very strong support up here, so this is an area of interest and could definitely be going there before it touches again and hopefully starts to break out to the upside and gets an actual impulse move. So we can it would be great if it a great scenario if it can actually reclaim this long trend line that's now been heavy resistance. So in a way, there's some similarities going on with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Both facing some heavy resistance right now. Bitcoin has obviously been very, yeah, a lot stronger lately. Yeah, so that's it for ETH, I think. Now we're moving on the last major for this video. Let's go to XRP. Well, everybody knows the massive upsurge we had. We had a multiple year breakout here. It was a very clear breakout, of course. The lawsuit has been holding it back. And XRP investors like myself were very happy to see we finally got worth the patience. And yeah, XRP is XRP. So when it moves very hard. You don't want to be selling on these impulse waves. And it's been holding quite strong actually after the market. Yeah, has the altcoins have had a very rough time. Even Ethereum and Solana has been dipping harder, but XRP is showing a lot of strength in here. It's had a very nice consolidation for a long time already now. You start to see some clear patterns being formed. You see here the support. That's a clear $2 area. That's very strong support area now. And you see also what happened. We dumped below there once, only like 3 days. And yeah, it became a clear deviation because we reclaimed it again and started to get right above it. So a lot of people have likely been shaken out there. A lot of people saying, "Oh, yeah, the trend is lost," and but yeah, it was a clear deviation up there. We reclaimed it again, and now we're trading here again. You see here we have a trend line here, so you want to ideally you want to keep this, and you want to keep the $2 now. Consolidation has been going on for quite a while, and you have a clear resistance here as well, and you want to see it's starting to get close now. You see the time frame somewhere near the end of July. There's going to be a decision here for XRP, and then you have this this 250 area. What's strong, but you really for a real impulse, you see it here as well. It got over it, but it still got rejected again. You really want to start going to these $3 areas, and once you start breaking it, for myself, I'm really bullish on XRP. I think it's going to do the same thing as in 2017. By looking at these impulses, it also had a big impulse and consolidation pattern 2017, and then you saw another wave up there. So that's what I'm expecting as well. Let's see if we can scroll a little bit back. I don't have it on this chart yet. Yeah, we'll do a separate video about XRP as well, because there's a lot to be said around it. So yeah, it's just a waiting game. If you hold XRP, I would definitely keep holding up here. It's been acting very strong, so that's good. Okay, I think that's been most of the market. Yeah, everybody is watching altcoins, so we went over total 3, of course, and then of course we have the Bitcoin dominance. That's been in quite a bull market lately. Basically since 2022 already, Bitcoin has been showing major strength. Everybody's been calling for alt seasons. Yeah, basically every month you see it, but it's still not the case. We have still, it's in a clear uptrend. You see here these touches and a support line. So this is the area I keep in interest in. And then, yeah, everybody wants to know where is the top going to be. There's still some upside possible here. You see here is where you really get strong resistance. This area, but that's the 70%, and that's could be a lot of pain ahead for alts if Bitcoin doesn't outperform. But yeah, it could be any time now. You see, it's been in such a strong uptrend for a long time. At some point, it can lose strength, and with Bitcoin above 100k, once it starts to lose strength, yeah, you can really see some strong alt pumps in there. So important chart to keep an eye on. Once you start to lose strength and you actually start to lose this uptrend, yeah, this is where the fun starts, and where everybody is getting paid who's in altcoins. All right, that's it. It's my first video. It's going to be a lot more videos. Also going to be reviewing protocols, going over news updates in the general market. Also be talking a little bit more about macro. So if you had some help from this, or Did you like the video? Then make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and then I'll see you in the next one.